Let me guess. Your worst trouble on your French learning journey is not how hard the language can be, or learning your vocabulary, or maybe finding someone to practice. No, it is keeping your motivation up. If so, let's talk about it. Bonjour tout le monde, I'm Cassy, your French tutor, so you can discover France the French way. And today, we're gonna tackle a big one. Motivation. I think all language learners struggle with that. Keeping the motivation up can be pretty hard. At the very beginning, we know why we start and we're so motivated. We have all the energy to continue, but then, time passes, life happens, and the motivation is going down. Well, that's what we're gonna talk about today, and we will discuss a few strategies to keep the flame alive even when it flickers. Oh, c'était beau. T'es prêt? On y va. So the first thing is to acknowledge that motivation can fluctuate. And I know that it is quite difficult, especially with social media, etc., to compare yourself with others. And that means that you're gonna feel less than them. Please do not compare yourself. Like, you see them at the top of their journey. They're already on top of the mountains. You are at the bottom. You're just starting your trip. And if you're not, you just don't know where they were, how they felt when they were at your level, at your stage. And to be fair, it's even quite probable that you were never in the same context, never had the same circumstances. So please do not compare yourself. And I'm guilty of that too. I'm guilty. When I see polyglots like, younger than me and speaking 6 or 7 languages, I feel guilty and I feel jealous, envy, everything. Like, put them all. And it's not healthy. I know that. But we're human, so it's also okay to feel them. Now, the thing is, will you give up or not? Let's act on that. Okay, let's say you're a bit like me right now with Japanese and you feel tired with your target language, but not burnt out yet. Like, that's what we want to avoid, burning out. No, that's not even an option. So let's avoid that. We're tired. What do we do? I would suggest you take a break. First, you take a break, but you do not fully give up on your target language. Can be French, can be something else. Just go in what I call maintenance mode and set a clear time frame for that. So for example, for 2 weeks, more than that is a bit too much. For 2 weeks, you just listen to French music or you only watch French series, but that's it. Low maintenance. And if you don't know which series you should watch, it's here. So you do that for 1 or 2 weeks. You take a breath. No tutoring, no lessons, no active learning. No. You just rest. Again, we want to avoid burning out. Just do things that you enjoy. So I said music or series, that can be something else. Maybe you want to do your sport in your target language. Maybe you will find like workout videos in French. You type video, fitness, video, yoga, video, whatever you want. That is to reignite the spark. Now, after 2 weeks, what do? Because you're probably still tired. Less, but not ready to go yet. Remember why you started. And maybe write it down somewhere. Like, I don't know, in your journal, on a post-it on your computer, whatever you want, but just write it down somewhere. So when you feel unmotivated again, you just look at it and it will remind you, why you're doing that. Because without a why, you're probably not going anywhere. And then set clear goals. But hear me out. So you've probably heard about the SMART goals and they have to be, achievable and countable and I don't remember. Let's not focus on that. It's just too much struggle for me. Like, I'm already tired just thinking about it. Just trying to remember what the SMART means, I'm tired. So let's not do that. What I want you to do, again, you take your why, what you want to achieve, and then you split it into several tasks. Like, what should you do to actually reach that goal? So for example, You want to study in France. Okay, what do you need? You need to know vocabulary about, well, your studies topic. You need to be able to have everyday's conversation so you can meet friends, so you can go out, maybe go to restaurants, etc. Maybe you want to continue your hobbies in France, so you need to learn about that. See, you split all that into small tasks. And once you have that, that's all you're gonna study. Now you need to find a method. And this one may be the trickiest one, because from what I've experienced myself, a method that does not suit your learning style will just burn you out. So please do not be afraid to just give up on a method, even if people said it's magical or whatever. Maybe it's just not for you. And try something new. Try something else. So once you have your small tasks, just, put them in a calendar. And these will be your reachable goals. I don't really know if it is an official method or whatever, but that's it. And you will just focus on that. Because if your goal, for example, is I'm going to be, C1 level in 1 year, maybe it's achievable, but how do you get there? Well, good question. I don't have the answer. So again, small tasks, put them in a calendar over the time period you want, and that's it. And then you know what to focus on. And now I'm actually going to steal from the fitness world. I know. I'm actually working on, creating my own workout program for me, not for the internet, for me. So I'm going to steal from that. 2 things that I think could very well translate to language learning is don't compare yourself to other. So, okay, 3 things. Don't compare yourself to other first. And then what? Track your progress. Because when you're on the journey, you probably don't see the journey behind. But if you check your map and you see, oh my, 2 months ago I was there, now I'm here, you see your progress. So for language learning, what I suggest is that maybe once a month, you try to, talk about your day with as many details as you can. You can do that in a journal, you can do that on your computer, you can record yourself, audio, video, whatever you want. And you do that every month. And you will see month after month how comfortable you become with the language. Don't prepare. It has to be completely improv. And then, I swear, 2-3 months from now, you will listen to what you recorded a few months ago and wow, you will see your progress. The second thing we're going to steal from the fitness world is deload weeks. From time to time, you're going to take a break. Again, you won't completely give up. Keep listening to French or your target language. Keep, watching series, everything we talked about before. So you deload, but you don't stop. But now, I do have a question, and maybe it's an unpopular opinion, but do you really need motivation? Hear me out. Motivation is good, but as we saw, it fluctuates. So maybe you don't need it. Maybe the best way would be to have fun, find a way that you actually like. So maybe a tutor with whom you really click, with whom you connect, and makes you enjoy your lessons, but also maybe an app that you really like. I suggest that you diversify the resources, otherwise if you're like me, you're gonna get bored. So have fun, really. And then you won't need motivation. Like, who needs motivation to go somewhere they actually love? Nobody. And you won't either. And another thing that you don't need motivation for is when something becomes a habit. So make your language learning task a habit. I actually created a PDF for that is completely free resource in the description, and it will help you couple your daily routine, your daily habits with language learning tasks. And they will become habits, so no motivation needed. And last message, you're probably doing already way more than you think. And if you don't have the energy, it's okay. It's okay. It will just come back. Energy is like motivation. It fluctuates. So no worries. And in the meantime, I actually suggest that you watch this video next, because I'm actually explaining what you can do when you have low energy and low motivation to keep learning French. Alors à la semaine prochaine. Salut!